East Cleveland is a suburb of Cleveland, immediately attached to Cleveland. It's its own lost city. In April 2012, April 28th to be exact, Arnold is driving from his mother's house through the city of East Cleveland to get to his house. While he's driving, a police officer who's off duty, a Detective Hicks, stops the car. Hicks walks over, orders him out, immediately handcuffs him, puts him on the back bumper of his truck, and starts questioning him about East Cleveland. And he starts asking him, where are the drugs in East Cleveland? Where are the drugs in East Cleveland? I know you know where the drugs in East Cleveland are. I was like, what are you talking about? And so, unhappy with Arnold's response, Detective Hicks starts smashing him in the face. Arnold is dazed, and then Hicks, he puts him in the jail. The jail is an absolute nightmare. You cannot believe what it looks like. And they're in stalls, these different cells. So rather than put him in one of those places, they put him in a closet. He stayed there for 4 days. In that space, there is no toilet and there is no bedding. He's on the floor. He urinates in a locker. He's calling out for help. He just thought it was over, and he actually talked about being lost forever. He thought he was just going to be lost there and die there and no one would ever know. So they held him, and then they released him finally after his swelling in his face went down. After these events, Arnold lived with a certain kind of terror, a certain kind of fear. The arrest was based on the fact that Arnold had been using or selling drugs. But they didn't find any drugs, and they never produced any drugs. So I took the case, and then we filed the lawsuit. We tried the first case, and on the day of the trial, we noticed something that I had never experienced in my life. The defense never showed up. We had to go back and do it again. So 2019 now. This started in 2012, 7 years on. We're in trial. This time everybody shows up. So the trial goes forward, and then it's closing argument. And I didn't even ask him for a number. I did talk about how a city had been suffering. And key evidence in that respect was that the city itself had a policy that the officers testified to, that they used in Arnold's case, where they beat people up to get answers. And in fact, they talked about the right way, the wrong way, and the East Cleveland way. And then I sat down. The jury came back with a $50 million verdict. Whatever we are able to collect, that money will represent and live on as some gesture of dignity for Arnold and for everybody who's been treated like that. And until or unless we all realize that what we do as trial lawyers is the last hope for an orderly society, things will not change. We have to take seriously the idea that we serve